hour with the alarming scenes coming out of Chicago and the surrounding area where the Trump administration has escalated its immigration crackdown. Officers were seen in riot gear, gas masks, and armored cars as protesters gathered yesterday outside a detention center. At times, there were confrontations with federal agents leading to a number of arrests. Those same agents have been seen in tactical gear, roaming the streets openly carrying guns in a show of intimidation. And then there was this early morning raid of an apartment building earlier this week that involved around 300 federal agents, including those rappelling down from a Black Hawk helicopter. As the Chicago Sun-Times reports, quote, armed federal agents in military fatigues busted down their doors overnight, pulling men, women, and children from their apartments, some of them naked, residents and witnesses said. Allegedly. Agents approached or entered nearly every apartment in this 5-story building, and U.S. citizens were among those detained for hours. Agents claimed the neighborhood was, quote, a location known to be frequented by Trinidad and Tobago members and their associates. But DHS, of course, gave no evidence to support that assertion, and authorities did not confirm that any of the people arrested were members of the Venezuelan gang. Joining us now is Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson. Mayor Johnson, thank you so much for coming. I want to start with the raid because for so long, the American people have felt safe in their homes from a lot of the things that are going around in the streets, whether it's these immigration raids or the Marines in LA or whatever.
I don't think so. If you live in Chicago, I don't think you feel safe.
People in your community, in your city, who are American citizens, who no evidence has been shown that they are a part of Trinidad and Tobago or even any of the other folks that were in that building a part of that. Talk a little bit about what it is like for the people in that apartment building to feel so under siege.
How would they know? How would he know? He doesn't live there.
Well, the tensions are certainly high in the city of Chicago. What the president is doing is absolutely dangerous and unconstitutional. But our position is clear. We're going to remain resolved and firm in our position to protect the rights of all of our residents. What you are describing is something that we have been warning about for some time, that there are a number of people, including the President of the United States of America, that have decided to declare war on poor people and on working people across the country. And this raid that you are describing was on the south side of Chicago, where Black folks live. And it is evident that this is not about safety. It's not about deportation. This is about the President of the United States of America and his kind that are looking to stoke and foment chaos and fear within our streets of cities across America. But we're going to remain firm and we're going to fight back against this tyranny.
Yeah. Okay.
Johnson,
so
Secretary.
You see the language he just used: tyranny, fight back, chaos. I don't know what else he said there, but I'm just going to get those three because I kind of tune out a little bit when he talks because he's so full of shit. He's the reason why this is happening. Him and Pritzker. They didn't bother to allow them to go into their jails and see what undocumented person is there or what resident is there. Because if you're a resident and you're in jail, then you can be deported out of here because you're a guest. You might be legal, but you're still a guest. You shouldn't be committing crimes. So this is their fault. And then at the same time, these clowns are like, oh, you know, the fact that they went into... Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. The fact that they went into a building and they raided the building, people were coming out naked. I'm not saying I want to see that, but there should be footage, right? Where you blur out the naked people. Like, where's the footage? Where's the evidence? This is all hearsay information. And this is why I continue to say this is propaganda. Where is the evidence? Where are the facts? In order for you to say that this is happening, you need to have proof that this is happening. Where is the proof? That's where I'm trying to figure out, like, how the hell are these people on network? Like, this is a joke. This is a freaking joke. And then on top of that, all right, anybody who's, listen, this is like common sense stuff. if you watch Law and Order shows, if you like, I like crime shows, I studied criminal justice, I personally enjoy that. Maybe some people don't. I do. So the protocol to raid a building is, first of all, you don't go door to door. You raid the entire building. No one knows that you're raiding the building because the people that you're targeting cannot know it's being raided because then they can flee. Like common sense stuff. You target the building, you raid it, you make sure everybody is detained, and you arrest those who you were trying to find in that building. Everybody else who's being detained is not arrested because they're being detained. That's protocol for police officers and for federal law enforcers. You have to detain people because you're doing an operation, and once you got those people that you needed to get, then you release those people. That's it. That's how this works. And they're making it seem like, oh, they're stripping the rights of Americans. Like, no, they're not. This is what happens in normal protocol procedure when it comes to law enforcement. Like, you can look this up. It's just so ridiculous that they're literally complaining about basic law enforcement procedures. Like, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible.